we doing?
We are in New York Comic Con right now, and the premiere trailer of Pizza Man is going to be unveiled tonight in about 1 hour at 8:45. So I'm sitting here with David H. Lawrence the 17th.
Mark! How are you? It's Mark from Entertainment Connection. That's, by the way, when you started with we're in New York at New York Comic Con, that's where they're going to pick this piece up. All the schmutz we did before, which was so funny, is going to be lost on the cutting room floor. That's what's going to happen.
For the bloopers.
Right, exactly.
That's going to be saved for the bloopers.
So have you seen the film yet?
I have not.
I haven't either.
You haven't?
No.
Are you serious?
The only one that sees the films are the friends of Joe, the director. He will let them see the film. I apparently not a friend, not even close, not even acquaintance, not even a what didn't we cast him in this show? Yeah, he played the detective, right? Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, that's where I am in the pecking order on the show.
So what would you say your favorite part of work? You worked on what level with everyone?
What level?
Development?
Oh, no. I was just an actor. They brought me in after the fact. In fact, my part was supposed to be played by Diamond Dallas Page. And he, one of the executive producers came in and said, no, Diamond, you're gonna be the bad guy. You're going to be the villain with all the schmutz on your face, right? We're going to bring David Lawrence in to be the detective, and yeah, because we want you to be creepy and evil and not him, which is great because I did creepy and evil for a long time. In fact, when I first came here, here being L.A., not New York, but when I decided to be an actor, I thought with this boyish face and girlish figure, I would be sitcom city. It's hard for the camera woman now to keep the camera actually steady. What you're seeing is Canon HD's the stabilization circuit inside, making sure that everything is nice and stable. Yeah, you don't have a tripod. See, this is such an efficient, agile, and amazing operation that they don't even need tripods.
Exactly.
They have a microphone, which is awesome, and they have Mark, which is even better, and they have the camera woman, who's awesome, but they don't have tripods. No tripods allowed. Anyway, I was brought in actually second round. Diamond was going to play my part, and then he moved on to be the villain. I think he does a great job of it, and I'm just basically the guy that runs around trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, how did you like working with Frankie? His first time being back?
It was a chore. It was an absolute chore. I mean, seriously, if you had the opportunity to work with somebody as awesome as Frankie Muniz, you probably would sit there and go, no, it's too much work. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. And that's what I spent all the time in my trailer doing. They would yell at me, David, it's time for you to come on set. Frankie's waiting. And I would go, it's all too much. It's too much. From the other side of the door, I wouldn't actually open the door to say it was too much. I would just be on the other side of the door saying, it's too much. I can't do it. It was great. Working with Frankie was awesome. He really works hard on what he does, but he doesn't work too hard. And this is an important distinction. I've worked on some very, very big shows where some of the actors on those shows work way too hard on why their character would say something, how they might hold a gun, whether they should jump into a vehicle that's moving or they should alight in the vehicle. And these discussions would go on for a long time. Now, when you're a series regular, you can get away with that. And when you're the star of the show, when you're number one on the call sheet, you can get away with that. But Frankie didn't do any of those things. He just worked. It was awesome. We actually got shit done. Are we able to say that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh, we got shit done. So it was great.
Alright, so those examples of people that took it too far, would you like to give?
No!
No, absolutely not. I can't rat them out.
No!
Absolutely
not.
No,
they were awesome people to work with on all of those great shows.
Closet friends.
No, they're just you don't want to, I mean, I can say in general, because, you know what, look, actors in general, they take their craft a little too seriously sometimes. They really do. And it's worth it when you're first learning how to act to create backstories and what your characters would do in a certain situation. But I had the opportunity to watch George Clooney work on set, and he does a lot of work off set that you never know about on set. And he will mess around while they're setting up the lights and everything, and then the moment it's time to go, that's it. Okay. And that's awesome, because everybody's having a good time, and everybody's sort of relaxed on the set, and everybody's done really, they've done all their work as well. It's just really nice. It's the ones that are I need 5 minutes.
There's a lot of those. He needs 5 minutes. We're giving him 5 minutes.
Don't. But seriously, I'm telling you, it is like that sometimes, and it was not like that with Frankie. His was more like, would you get over here and do this work already? That's not true. He was great. He was awesome. And I was really looking forward to working with him too, because, you know, like most people in America, I watched him in the movies that he was in and on Malcolm in the Middle, and, you know, I had an idea of what he was like. He's one of these actors that's very much like he is on screen, off screen, so that's kind of nice. Me, completely the opposite. I'm actually a woman. Midget woman.
He's got the zipper right there. Just can't see it.
You think I'm kidding, don't you?
We know
wrong. What else can I help you with?
So tell me, talking about Frankie coming back from the past, going back to Heroes, how's that working on that type of set with that type of futuristic ideas, sci-fi, now going to comedy?
Well, my character was actually
We had to change the camera.
Okay. So, actually, when I worked Heroes, I didn't really feel like it was very futuristic or sci-fi at all. It was just like really creepy, really, really creepy. Like when I first moved to LA, I thought, you know, I'd be like sitcom guy, right? But it turns out what they wanted was creepy evil villain. And then just recently, I started doing more sitcom work. I had a little thing on How I Met Your Mother. And I also was on Good Luck Charlie for the Disney Channel, which is, like, when you do a show like Heroes, everything is understated. Everything is soft. Everything is very creepy, right? But when you do a Disney show, it's like, hey, what's going on? It's like bigger than Broadway. It's like amazing. You couldn't be big enough, you know? Like when you think of when Amanda Bynes was on the Amanda Show, remember? Amanda Show. I watched that with my kids. And I could not imagine having that much energy. But then when you do a show for Disney, it's like, you better have that kind of energy. You better. So, yeah.
Well, I remember watching it as, for anybody that doesn't know, the Puppet Master. He was the Puppeteer. I remember you honestly had one of the most believable characters. You did a really great job. I remember when you came back at I think it was the end of Villains, and you asked Claire for help, for safety.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did. I actually, it's funny because I was only supposed to be on one episode.
I do remember that.
How do you know that?
I remember reading about it.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on one episode. If you remember the Russian roulette scene,
Claire's mother.
Yeah, with Claire's both of her mothers, the biological mother, and there was a Russian roulette scene where Sandra shoots Claire and she falls over backwards and smashes the chair. And what Claire was supposed to do was heal, which she did, and then she was supposed to reach for the gun on the table and blow me away. Which that's what all the villains happened. They killed themselves in some way, or they were killed in some way during that. Except me. We started shooting on a Monday morning, and by noon on Monday morning, the writers had gone off and rewritten the end of that episode. And they brought it back to me. Instead of her shooting me, she would pick up the chair leg and hit me over the head, which, by the way, Hayden actually hit me over the head with the chair leg. She was supposed to hit my shoulder, but she missed.
Injured?
No, I wasn't injured, but it was like, wow, welcome to Hollywood. So, but yeah, and then it turned out to be not just one episode, but 2 full seasons on Heroes, and it was the first job I'd ever done on television. It was the first booking I'd ever done, other than Frank TV. I did Frank TV about a month before, but then they cut most of me out. So I really
I'm familiar with that.
Frank TV was a TBS show with the guy that does the impressions of Dr. Phil and John Madden, Frank. Yeah. So it was on TBS for a while, and they pulled me in for one of them, and it was like a big deal. And then like I watched it on television, and I was like there for like 2 seconds, and I was gone. So whatever.
Well, I mean, I think you did.
Heroes was awesome.
Yeah.
Answer the question. Heroes was just fantastic.
How do you view when you played the character? Your character took a development period where it was, you went from evil to good in so many ways. You took a total 180.
Yeah, well...
How did you do that as a character? Was it so much time progressed throughout the show?
Well, I mean, you know, it's like, I think if I could, when I walked about Eric Doyle's life, I mean, you walk a mile in their shoes and you figure out what they like and what they don't like and what makes them angry and what makes them happy and what makes them really sexy. And so as I was walking through that, I mean, you know, he was everybody that talks to me, especially women, maybe you can confirm this for me, Cam, they thought that Eric Doyle was huggable. Like, he was a villain, but he really wanted to be better. He didn't want to be a villain. He was an unwilling villain. Like, he couldn't control what he did, so he desperately wanted to be normal. And I think that was what happened in Claire's Kitchen. Is it's like, you know, I just want to be normal. I just want to, like, I want to get on with my life, and I want to get away from this, like, crap. And I think that's like everybody's life. They want their lives to be normal. They want it to be, you know, happy and you know, not worry about the mortgage or the rent or not worry about, you know where they're going to get their next meal. I mean, I think some of the things that these people that are protesting, that are occupying Wall Street, everybody's like, well, what do you want? Don't you have any solutions that you want us to do so that we can then say no to you? I mean, is there anything? And it's like people are so frustrated, they don't know what the answers are, and so they just decide, okay, fine, then we're just gonna, you know, just yell and scream and stuff. But everybody wants that normality, and that's what Eric did. And then, of course, you get tempted again when your girlfriend, I don't know if you guys saw the web series Nowhere Man. It was part of the hero's oeuvre.
Yes.
And it was about what happened to me between when I got my papers and when I got when I went to be in the Carnival, which was season 4. And I actually had a girlfriend. So that was kind of cool, and I protected her, and I sent... It was funny because the guy that played my boss in that series also played the boss in Company Man, which was the first or second episode of season 2, that everybody kind of thinks is the very best of the Heroes episodes. He ran Copy King when HRG, Horn Rim Glasses, you know, Claire's dad, worked at the copy shop. Remember when he worked at the copy shop? He was his boss there too, Kyle. He's awesome. He's a great actor to work with.
Are you one of those actors, I'm not saying you are, I'm just curious, are you one of those actors that the film, the camera stops, are you still in role? Are you still in character?
No, I kind of like chuckle at... I mean, look, whatever works for you as an actor works, but it's so much work. And it isn't, to me, it isn't as satisfying for the audience if you're what is termed in the industry a method actor, because then you have to feel all this anger or all this pain or all this joy or whatever, as opposed to just making the audience feel it, because that's the goal. I mean, I couldn't puppet people around. I made the audience think I could puppet people around, and so did the special effects people. Same with how I would have approached the character itself. You know, it's like I absolutely think that acting is an art that doesn't require. It's like the dirty little secret is acting's not that hard. I'm sorry, it's not. And you know, maybe some people will look at my work and go, "Yeah, it doesn't look like it's that hard, buddy." But on the other hand, I think that, you know, again, I talked about, you know, George Clooney. I mean, he's one of these guys that just, he does his work and then he has fun with life. And acting is like, if I can't have fun with it, I'm going to go do something. I'll go back to technology, or I'll go back to radio, or I'll do something where I'm going to have at least some fun. But I am having the time of my life as an actor, so I love it.
Saying you were in technology, wrapping up, you were in technology. How do you feel technology is going to progress?
Well, technology's never actually left. I always seem to be at the juncture of technology and entertainment. I worked for America Online when it was the biggest thing since sliced bread. Now I have an app that actors use all around the world. It's an industry standard. It's called Rehearsal, and they use it to learn their lines and explore their scenes. And it's on the iPhone, the iPad, and like, if I told you the celebrities that use my app, it would, number one, be violating their confidence, but you wouldn't believe me anyway. And the phone calls that I get, it's awesome. But you know, like I was in a bagel shop the other day, and a very well-known television actress was there as well, and everybody in the bagel shop was kind of buzzing. Oh, that's right. And she came over to me and she said, "Aren't you the guy that did the rehearsal app? I love that app." And I said, "Yeah, you use it. I know you use it." She goes, I said, "Is there anything I can help you with it?" "Yes, would you come on set and show me, you know, what I'm missing from the app?" I'm like, "Absolutely." So it's nice. It's like, it's nice. It keeps the networking going, and, you know, so yeah, it's good.
Well, thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
thanks, and keep watching Entertainment Connection.
All right, thanks everyone.
I'm in season 3. Oh yeah.
I do have
3 and 4. I'm in season 3.
I'm like sitting here. It's funny because I had it on me because you still talk with Zachary Quinto?
I never talk with Zachary Quinto. Never. I mean, I know him, and I worked with him on a couple of episodes, but yeah, we're not like best pals hanging out. He's very busy doing Gershwin movies and, you know, Star Trek, and you know, I don't run with that crowd. I run with the I was a guest star on the show crowd. You want me to sit, or do you want me to stand, or what do you want to do? You want to sit?
Relax.
Okay.
Relax, man.
Chilling.
Who is this for? Who are you?
Well, I'm from Entertainment Connection.
Entertainment Connection?
Yes.
You can afford a mic flag that has Entertainment Connection's logo on it?
Well, what we're doing
What
is we're gonna superimpose it.
Oh, you're going to really?
Yeah.
That's like really hard to do, seeing as how it's a handheld mic, but if you say so.
No, it's actually not that. Okay.
Have we started yet?
Not yet.
What's your name?
I'm Mark.
Are you sure? Mark?
Pretty sure.
Okay, Mark.
Are you going to tell me I'm somebody that I'm not?
No, I'm not going to do anything of the sort, Mark. I'm just going to... Have we started already?
Yeah.
We're already rolling, aren't we?
We're rolling. We're rolling.
We're here with Mark.
We're here with Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah, hi, I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. Nice to see you.
The 17th.
What is it? This is Entertainment Connection?
Yes.
I see. All right, I just want to make sure I have the right one. And where will this be seen?
We're going to be doing print, and we're going to be putting the videos on YouTube. We're going to do a bi-monthly print.
Nice. All right. Well, let me just start with some basic showbiz stuff we're doing interviews. We're now facing each other, which means they only see our profile. So you turn that way, and I'm going to turn this way, and we're going to cheat towards camera because that's what actors do.
We
cheat towards camera. All right. And then now what you want to do is you want to sort of pretend that you're talking to me, but really you're cheating towards the camera. And I'll do the same. How's that? All right, Mark. So what do we got?
All right. So tell me.
Where are we?